Okay, so then Sega brings out the Sega CD to expand the life of the system, maybe give it a bit more flair. CD technology was kind of new at the time. I know everyone out there, critically, financially, whatever, considered a Sega CD a failure. We got 2 words for you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, completely wrong. Sega CD is freaking epic. Everyone focuses on the freaking full motion video games. Like, you ask someone about Sega CD, the only thing they can think about is Night Trap. They're forgetting Snatcher, Lunar 2, Popful Mail, Vi, Robo Elise, Rise of the Dragon, Space Adventure Cobra. The list goes on and on. There are several dozen killer games on that system.
Guys, really play the Sega CD. And one thing you gotta remember, avoid digital pictures.
Fuck you, Tom Zito.
Sony, fuck you for using Sega CD as testing ground for PlayStation.
Yep.
Any CNC Music Factory make my video. InXS did one?
InXS did one, so did Marky Mark.
And Marky Mark.
And Crisscross.
Jump.
Oh, I want to jump off the roof.
Wear clothes the right way. So, long story short, give Sega CD a chance, and especially, this is why. Snatcher, if you know us, you know about Snatcher. It is the only way to play it in English. What more needs to be said than that?
Not a word.
Exactly. .32X. I pre-ordered it, but I was smart enough not to buy it. Big mistake. Hidden gems including
Shadow Squadron, Kablori from the maker of Echo the Dolphin, and
Knuckles Chaotic, dude.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And the one that we will defend to the death, Knuckles Chaotix. Incredible game. I don't care what anyone says. Fantastic platformer.
And Spider-Man was kind of cool too.
Just drain your bank account if you want to buy one.
Right. But games to avoid? Well, most of them.
Yep.
But thankfully there weren't a lot. Don't even bother with Mortal Kombat 2. I don't think anybody got that right till recently.
No.
So,
Yeah.
And when it comes to the Super Game Boy, what's supposed to be this small is supposed to be this small.
Yeah.
Great for showing people that want to watch it on the big screen. You hook it up to your Super Nintendo. Big Mike had one. Big Mike had that. What was that?
I came across the same issue. I really enjoyed Game Boy. I kind of like the idea of the Super Game Boys having their special backgrounds like Donkey Kong and whatnot. But yes, it's even to this day, so it's not an old problem that was fixed. Even to this day, things that are small, blowing up on the big screen, do not work. They didn't work then, they don't work now. Just the way it is.
Fair enough. So, who won the 16-bit video game wars? It's funny, because there's 2 winners. The first winner everybody forgets about.
Yep.
It's us. The second winner was Sega. Say all you want about end-of-cycle numbers, how Nintendo sold more systems, how Nintendo sold more games. When Sega left the 16-bit war, they had won. And like any great athlete or artist, they washed their hands and they walked away at the peak of their game.
Yeah.
And that says a lot.
Exactly. And they went from being nothing to a household name, and they took on the giant of the industry. They came out swinging, and they came out with like freaking everything, like nut punches and biting, and it worked. So, like Darren says, Nintendo may have sold more units, but the fact that Sega did so well against this Goliath of a competitor makes them a winner.
Exactly. And even though Donkey Kong Country 3 was a great game, who gives a fuck? We were already playing 32-bit games.
Yep.
So, sorry Nintendo, you lost.
Okay, so what system was better? Well, here's the deal. You know the real winners were when it came to which system was better? The people who owned both. And that's why, because the 16-bit era was the renaissance of video games. There are the games that are timeless, the beautiful hand-drawn graphics. Guys like Terence and myself who own both systems got the best of both worlds. Because think about back then, how many exclusives there were for each system. Tons. Now you get a few here and there, and most of these games are multi-console ports. Back then, I would estimate roughly 70 to 80% of the games were exclusives to each of their systems. So the winners, doesn't matter. The winners are the guys who played the most games, and that's us.
Exactly. I can't even say anything more to that. Who cares who won? Because especially now we can go back and revisit as many of these games as possible.
Yep.
So we win again. Awesome. Yay us. Concerning packaging of systems, they all sucked. Get over it.